shit. What do we got here? Is that a bard? Is that a bard? Of course it's a bard. Class is in session. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to go over the bard class today and how I feel you should play the bard. All right? We're going to go over your class engravings. We're going to go over your what you should spec into. We're also going to go into some of the skills and tripods, some of the runes you're going to get and need, and some of the cards that you should run when you're playing Bard. And then after all that's said and done, after I get all the voice shit out of the way, I'm going to show you some gameplay on how I play Bard and how I feel like the Bard should be played. All right? So let's get into it. All right, as you see here, let's go P. So as a bard, I feel like you should spec into specialization and swiftness. Um, Mostly swiftness. As you see here, I got more specialization, but that's just what the cards have given me in the game so far. But as I'm building my class, I want to build more into swiftness because that makes it so my cooldowns are my cooldowns will be quicker and I can get into my positioning better and everything. So that means I can buff, bubble, and heal a lot more. So I think a high swiftness bard is way better than a high spec bard. All right. And then we'll go over here into your engravings. For the engravings, you're going to want Awakening 3. Awakening 3 gives you a 50% cooldown on your Awakening, and you can use it up to 3 times. You're also going to want Desperate Salvation. So you're going to want this to level 3. So when the recovery effect ends, additional recovery effect is activated, recovering 24% of my maximum HP. And then you're going to want to run Expert. Mine's only level 1, but you're going to want to get this to level 3 because all your shield and healing effectiveness on all party members is added 24%. And if the target is below 50 health and lower, it does another 12 additional effectiveness. So you're going to want to run that as well. What else you're going to want to run in engravings is heavy armor. So you're going to want this level 3. All defense is 100%, plus 100%. And this additional defense is immune to defense reduction effects. So you're going to want to run that. Another one to run into is, what is it called? It's called MP. Yeah, MP, max MP increase. So you're going to want to get this so you just have more mana points in all. When you get to level 3, it's plus 30 extra. You could also run Spirit Absorption. I don't know if I have that, but you can run it. So when you run Spirit Absorption, sorry for the little scuffiness here. Let's try to find it. Right here. So it's just your attack and movement speed goes up by 15%. That's a good alternative. So how you're gonna get your combat stats up? You're gonna want this with the highest amount of swiftness. See, mine's with spec, but you're gonna want high swiftness, and then fight all the way through here. The best thing to do with this is get it with high swift and then a little bit of spec specialization. You're gonna want your swiftness around like 1400, and you want this around. You want your specialization probably around like 500, 400, 500 ish. All right, let's move on to skills and tripods here. So with your skills and tripods, you're gonna want to run Sound Shock. You're gonna want to run it with Maintained Explosion, which leaves behind debris, so it just gives you extra damage. This is key. You need to pair it with Sacred Shock, because with Sacred Shock, it adds a debuff to whatever it hits. So that's what you want. You're also gonna run Wind and Music. This is a great shielding move. You want Maintain You're gonna want Quick Prep for cooldown. You're gonna want Melody Increase for that Serenade meter, and you're gonna want Winter Protection. You're gonna run Sonic Vibration. Oh, this really doesn't matter. You can run This just grants you push immunity while using Sonic Vibe. This uses a Brilliant Wave, so it just gives you extra damage. And then this is when you get enough points, you want this just so you have a bigger AoE. Soundaholic, this is one of your big damage hitters, and stagger ability help. So you want sound concentration, so damage per hit. You want sustained enhancement, so that it just stays out longer. And then focus fire, so you can get that big damage on a single target like a boss. You're running raids most of the time anyway, so you want that focus fire. You're also going to run Prelude to Storm, which has quick prep and melody increase. That's another one of your Serenade meter booster. Heavenly Tune's a good buffing attack or buffing ability. You have a cooldown with quick prep. You want your tough tune, so it adds the extra attack speed. And your intense tune gives attack power. Then you're gonna go get. I run Harper Rhythm. Some people run Rhapsody of Light, but I run Harper Rhythm. So I run it with Summoning Will for that duration time, Melody Increase for that Serenade meter, and then when I get enough points, I'm gonna put in the Note Band just for that extra support. Guardian Tune, you're gonna want to run Mind Enhancement so that it just doesn't take as much HR mana. You want Endless Protection, so it just gives a buff, and so when your shield goes away, it gives you extra. And then you want Winter Protection, so it blocks all, well, not all, but blocks one debuff attack, which that's unreal. And then you're gonna want to run This Is Your Awakening. This is just big shields, big heals, big everything for Barb. You just want to run that as much as you can. Anytime. That's why you got Awakening, so you can pop this as fast and as possible as you can. So on Soundaholic, you're gonna want to run a rune called Conviction. I don't have it yet. It's pretty much paired with the rune that you're gonna put on Sonic Vibration. So this one's called Conviction. Sonic Vibration is called Judgment. So they just pair together, and what happens is when you cast this, it gives you a chance of going into Conviction, and then when you cast Sonic Vibration, you have a chance to use the Judgment, which just gives you a really good cooldown and pretty sure attack speed buff. So with Wind of Music, you're gonna want to run a Wealth Rune. So I have one here. On hit, Serenade special meter gain 30%. So you're gonna want to run that. You're also gonna want to run a Stagger Rune on Soundaholic. With Soundaholic, I only have a rare one, but if you grind out Anguish Isle or whatever, you can do it tier 3. You can get a legendary Overwhelm Rune. Prelude to Storm, you're gonna want to run another Wealth Rune. Heavenly Tune, you're gonna want to run Focus, which is just a really nice cooldown in mana cost, and the same as Guardian Tune. All right, let's go into your cards here. For your cards, what you're gonna want to run is a Field Boss. You can run the Field Boss, or you can run what I'm doing. It's kind of hybrid, but you want to run Field Boss as much because so even with Farewell Weapon, you get more HP, and the more HP you have, the more HP you can give to your party members. So you're gonna want to either run Farewell Weapons or Field Boss here. 1 second. Or Field Boss here. So you can run it so you can get at least, yeah, just more HP. Sorry, you want more HP. And then with 3-piece Awakening, you attack power also for your teammates. And then 18-piece, you get 2% crit rate. So you just want to run. I run a hybrid here. I run a Farewell Weapon 2 and a boss, Field Boss 2. So it gives me 8% more HP. And then I just do because I don't have anything else. So I just run this. All right. Well, that's the talking part of my video. So we can get that out of the way. As we do it now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go into Chaos Dungeon, and I'm going to show you how I bard. So with Wind of Music, you're going to want to watch where you're watch your teammates, and because you have a really small AoE. So what you're gonna have to do is, what I usually do is, you'll see I'll dodge into them, I'll use it, and then I'll go out just so I can keep them healed, right? Because you have a small AoE for this to actually proc, and the same as Prelude of Storm. So if you want to build that melody increase, you gotta get in tight. But other than that, you can quietly stay away with most of your other tunes. But it's just this tune and this tune. So let's get into it. So there's one of the chaos dungeons. How you kind of see how I jump in and out, just so I can keep my shields consistent on the players here. So we'll go into a guardian right here, and I'll show you how I do guardians, and yeah. There we go. We did the Guardian raid. I accidentally made it so I claimed a soul, but yeah. So that's literally how I play Bard in a nutshell. So yeah, if you, I think that's all I have for today. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more Lost Ark or more Lost Ark content, head over to my Twitch page, twitch.tv/themythmeister, and I hope I see you guys there. Peace.